Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's do a quick voice check. I'm just trying to pull up the chat. Alrighty. Morning, Julian, my man. Alina, how's it going? John, we got the beautiful Krisha in here as well. Jody, Red Liger. Alright, guys, today's stream, I'm sorry to say, is going to be a bit convoluted. We have a lot of time frames to discuss, a lot of confluences on a bunch of things that I do want to talk about. So if you are in a hurry today and you want a quick call, you may want to find a different channel, okay? But I will give you guys my quick read, my one-liner sentence as soon as we begin the stream. But I really, really urge you guys to watch the entirety of today's stream because it's going to be very, very important, at least the Bitcoin part, okay? It's going to be very important for the rest of the cycle, okay? It's also going to be a build-up, or rather a recap on everything we've been talking about over the past 2 weeks now. I've kept it very simple for you guys. We're going to be rehashing that. So yeah, let me just make sure that everything's in order before we begin. Let's switch up the playlist, shall we? Is the music too loud? Too soft? Let's get some mango music. Yeah. This is my song to Krisha. This is legitimately my song to Krisha. How's that now, guys? It's too soft now. Aw. Can adjust it from Spotify instead. I think this should be good. Sack the DJ. Yo, streaming is like such a multifaceted skill. If you guys think about it, you gotta be good at your technical analysis, good at your execution skills. Well, that's if you're actually trading, and more importantly, you gotta be good at your presentation and your DJ skills too now these days. Let's go ahead and get this show started, shall we? Okay, I am all propped up today. I have my seat like all up. It's just the mic. Okay. The music good though. I just want to get everything in order before we begin. I'm going to try to keep today's stream a little bit more laid back because we do have a lot to discuss, and I'm kind of low on energy today. It's pretty late here today and I haven't eaten anything at all, and I don't want to run out of energy halfway through the stream. Should adjust the light bulb. All right, if we're ready to begin, smash the likes and spam the like button, or rather the thumbs icon, or just say yes, 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 yes on the chat, so that way I can begin with everyone's here. Make sure you guys have your refreshments, etc., etc. We're going to be doing I kind of have a agenda over here written down for us. We're going to be doing a overall market health check. We're going to be talking about what we discussed in 2 weeks ago, right? I gave you guys a few criteria to look at on the 4-day time frame, the weekly time frame, and the monthly time frame. Okay, this was like around 2 weeks ago. We went over those time frames a few times since then, right? I've been doing streams on the weekly open and one in the middle of the week, and we've been discussing pretty much the same thing. Okay, today we're going to have an update on that. We're going to go through again the weekly, the monthly, and the 4-day time frame. We're going to show you a confluence of indicators, okay? How everything's coming together very, very nicely. And more importantly, it's all confluencing with Beaneater's analysis as well. I really love this, right? Beaneater's analysis from the seed mastermind sessions that we've been having on Thursdays. He's been presenting a data set that has been allowing us to kind of play the months with a lot more, I don't want to say accuracy, because accuracy would be accurate forecasting is what I'd like to call it, because it gives us good directional bias, accurate directional bias. That's what Beaneater's presentations have been giving us, right? It's been building us a story with actionable data points that can guide us in what direction Bitcoin is likely going to head in for the month, right? It sets up bias for the month really well. And now you use that in confluence with our indicators, you get to decide how deep do you want to wait before you buy, right? Do you want to bid quickly, or do you want to wait and get greedy on your bids? And man, this month was really a good test for his data, and it's been working fantastically. So accuracy of probabilities, yeah. Directional bias accuracy as well. Julian knows exactly what I'm talking about because he is one of the core members of the mastermind session, right? So shout out to the mastermind session folk, Beaneater, Mock, Julian, Sherwin, Ajesh, Volvi. I'm going to forget names here and embarrass myself, but we initially started this as an experiment and was so fantastic, man. So yeah, now we're going to be doing it because I've learned so much from you guys because of this. Thank you to all of you. Elena, we've been posting this. Krisha has been presenting in it as well. It's not just for guys. we've been posting about this for months now. Since Jan, we've been doing this every Thursdays for seedlings. It's in the seed clubhouse thingy. There's a Beaneater Mango t-shirt. Is there one really? Did Mags really? But we've been recording those seed sessions in. So basically, the way it works is whoever's presenting gets to decide whether or not they are okay with it being recorded. And so far, almost every session has been recorded and posted in the seed chat, right? So under Seed Resource Hub, you can go check all the recordings in there. So Krisha sessions have all been recorded. Beaneater sessions have all been recorded. And man, Julian's going to be presenting next week. That's one thing I'm really looking forward to, because it's on a altcoin opportunity that I am personally looking to also partake in. So we're going to have now leading into the next few months, right? I think we're going to have a theme. I think we should have a theme in the seed sessions, mastermind sessions, where we all discuss an altcoin opportunity, whether short trade opportunity or a long trade opportunity, based on a narrative, right? Not just, hey, I like this TA, but based on what we think a fundamental narrative is developing in the market, right? So yeah, I'm going to present one or two. When Sean says he's learning from his students, you know you're on the right place, not getting led down the path. Okay, so the first, I don't understand the last bit of your sentence. But the first bit, dude, this was always my dream. This was my dream. Krisha knows this more than anyone. I always wanted to create a community where you guys end up teaching me. So now seeing this come to fruition is honestly, when I think about it, I really stop sometimes in my tracks, and in the shower, I just stop. And I'm like, whoa, I can't believe this is actually happening. So this has been always the dream. Like the other day, was it today? Yesterday, past few days, I've been messaging Julian and asking him questions on this exactly the trade opportunity that I've been talking to you guys about, and his entire presentation series too on the entire shadow banking system. Man, I learned so much from him. It's amazing, man. And mocked. I mean, I can go on and on, but let's go ahead and get started. Are we ready? Are we ready? Okay, remember, we're going to start with the market health check. I'm going to give you guys an update on what we're looking for on the 4-day time frame, the weekly time frame, and the monthly time frame. Is everything intact? Is everything intact? I've not changed anything on the charts, okay, that I showed you guys. I had levels drawn out, and I had some numbers written down. Nothing has changed, okay? Nothing has changed. Okay, so we're going to go ahead, and we're going to get started with the 4-day time frame. And here we are, the 4-day. We were looking for 65,000. Not 6,500, 65,000. None of you corrected me on this. There's zero missing there. We're looking for the 4-day to hold 65,000, not 6,500. Oh man, nostalgia from back in 2019. 6,600 was the key level back then, and now here we are, 65,000. We're looking for 65,000 to hold on the 4-day time frame. Did it hold? Did it hold? I'll let you guys answer. Yes or no, just that's all you guys gotta say. Oh, I gotta add another confluencing thing over here. Beaneater confluencing with Krisha's confluence from the premium video. There's so much confluence right now, man. Come on, guys. Did we hold or not? This is this is a very simple TA question. Let's zoom in for you. Exactly, BJ. No, we did not hold. We did not hold the 4-day level that we are looking to hold, to remain bullish on this range and looking for the bull flag to break to the upside, okay? So provided this bull flag breaks to the upside, or provided you're looking for this bull flag to break to the upside, you are looking for the 4-day to hold 65,000. Okay, so let's say you took the trade, looking for the 4-day to break to the upside. Okay, that's fine. Well, the trend is up. It would look like a perfect freaking bull flag, a little bit too good to be true, and you took the trade. Okay, let's say you bought perfectly on this retest over here. Okay, we retested on the 4-day candle of the 2nd of April, so the beginning of the month. Let's say you took the trade there, looking for a continuation to the upside. It broke down now. It closed underneath. You're invalidated, okay? And just like I went on a long psychological spiel on one of the most recent premium videos for the dashboard, by the way, you can find the dashboard at app.mangoresearch.co, premium video section over here for those of you who don't know. For example, Elena, if you're not aware, we've been posting premium videos in here, okay? It's a new feature. So in there, I talked about how important it is once you're invalidated on your trade, exit, right? Exit, right? So let's say you woke up in the morning, it closed right there, 4-day closed at 63,985, so like 64,000. You can exit right there. Let's say you were not disciplined enough to exit right away, or you had a criteria where you are allowed to wait a bit, okay? Especially since you saw this bounce off this key zone that we'll be talking about soon. Right over here now, guys, you're getting a free exit at break even. Okay, that trade is invalidated. You got to exit. If you are still bullish, still exit and re-enter on a brand new trade. Okay, you gotta exit, follow your trade end to end. If you are bullish on different criteria now, it doesn't matter. You exit. Okay, you exit your trade, make the action of exiting, and then really ask yourself, are you really that bullish? If you're bullish, you can get back in. Yeah, it's going to cost you a little bit extra in trading fees, right? But make the action to exit. You'll see how psychologically it will pay off in the long run of constantly, consistently following your trade end to end and not moving the goalpost, okay? So the 4-day did not hold your $65,000 level. You got to exit. Okay, so $65,000 level, we're looking for Bitcoin to hold on the 4-day time frame. It did not hold. What was the next time frame that we're looking at? The weekly time frame. And what were we looking for Bitcoin to hold on the weekly time frame? 67,000. Why am I missing zeros here? What's going on? You guys are $67,000 Jesus Christ. This is how you know you're a crypto OG. Zeros just go missing from your analysis. Looking for Bitcoin to hold 67,000. Did it hold? Well, we don't know yet because we have 10 hours before the weekly closes. Now, as things stand, Bitcoin is living underneath 67,000, living at 64,419. Unless we see a huge rally from here, right? A $3,000 rally, Bitcoin is likely going to close underneath 67,000. Okay, so let's say for all intents and purposes, we are likely going to be closing underneath. And you wake up tomorrow and it's closed underneath here. This level is lost as well. All right, so 4 days lost. The weekly is lost. So usually what happens when the 4 days lost, you come. That's kind of what happened. And that's the multi-time frame analysis that we were talking about in the previous weeks, right? Where the weekly level was being threatened, but the 4-day came in and saved it, right? Now, it seems like the 4-day level has been lost and the weekly is being tested. What can possibly come in to save these levels, right? And can they be saved in time? I don't think so, but we can reclaim it on a higher time frame perspective. Based on what? Remember, we're talking about 4-day, talking about the weekly. What was our next level? The monthly. And here we are on the monthly. We were looking for the monthly to hold 58K to 61K zone. When we dumped, where do we get picked up? On our zone, right? We got picked up on the zone over here. You zoom into the daily. I'll quickly zoom in for you guys. You can see that the dump came in right, bounce off the top of the zone. And now we're seeing a retest of the 4-day level. So that's how you can use your multi-time frame analysis, guys, to even get better exits, right? Let's say your 4-day, you lose your 4-day trade or your weekly trade, and you've come down to a monthly zone level. You're like, hey, I had these 3 levels marked out. And the monthly level, which is the strongest level, is being tested right now on my break, on my invalidation. So maybe I'll see a bounce over here. Ooh, I am seeing a bounce over here. Ooh, nice close. I don't need to panic. Because remember, this wick over here, guys, you're seeing it after the candle close, which is why I always say, wait for your candle close. Wait for your candle close. At the time of the dump, you were probably seeing, let's hide all the zones. You're probably seeing a big, thick red candle there. It's so scary, so scary. But if you had a monthly zone marker, you're like, this is monthly support, and we haven't closed the candle. Both. This is monthly support, and we haven't closed the candle yet. Should stay your hand. Should make you stay mango, right? Because now you get a better exit, provided you were in the trade, of course. Don't exit your spot position that you bought all the way over here, guys, because here is my read of the market right now. I am still bullish on the cycle. And I'll give you guys a criteria on when I'm going to flip bearish, but I'm still bullish on the cycle. Am I bullish on that symmetrical triangle and the range? No, I'm not. Right, I'm not, because we lost those key levels, but I'm still bullish on the cycle. Okay, cool. Any questions before I move forward? I'll take a sip. Remember, 4-day lost its level, weekly lost its level. The monthly is sitting on its level. Monthly saw support. Yes, Ariza monthly is excellent. Last close was 64,000 on the 4 days. So no, yeah. I see, Jody. Yeah, the geopolitical risk. I wouldn't say Black Swan event though, Julian, because Black Swan would be like a completely. I guess some would argue that, hey, since Israel did attack the embassy, you should have expected something from Iran to some degree, because the Black Swan event would be something completely not priced in, whether up or down, and that event triggering a move that shocks everyone, right? Again, I don't know. I've not been following any of this. I don't follow any of this. The chart always tells you the story, dude. Even in COVID, we were protected because you're following the charts. Matt Fontaine says Black Swan is unpredictable. I think the Iran scenario was somewhat predictable. Yeah, exactly. So it's like a Black Swan, but not quite. It was a geopolitical risk event during a phase where people were getting a little bit too bullish, but there were other confluencing factors too, right? Where we had the reverse repo was being drawn down to levels where the liquidity that has been flooded into the market was reducing. We had the tax season filling up the TGA account. We also had Yellen reaching her limit on how many bills she can sell on the front end and being forced to now sell bonds on the far end. Now, I don't understand the mechanics on whether that is going to be liquidity inducing or liquidity sucking, right? So there were other confusing factors too as to why April could be a month that could cause some bearishness. But honestly, guys, Bitcoin held up a lot better than I expected, right? In fact, a lot of other altcoins too held up a tad bit better than I expected. Like Sol, for example, I was waiting for the longest time for Sol to come down to the weekly dynamic. I mean, my chart's really messy, guys. Let me just take this out for a bit. I was waiting for Sol to come down to the weekly dynamic, and it did. And when it did, I freaking ended up pulling my bids and looking for a deeper move, expecting people to fear the geopolitical risk of a war, right? I was trying to trade that, and I paid the price because I missed my opportunity to buy. And now I think I'll get a retest though. So let's go. Let's see. But yeah, a lot of coins acted better than I expected, right? I expected these down moves. Like if you look at Sol's weekly close, right, over here, we talked about this last week, right? We didn't like this weekly close. Chart's already messy, but we zoom in and look at this weekly candle close, right? We closed pretty bad. So the market was already kind of telling you that something is coming. And then we also had gold rallying. Right? I talked about this on Twitter, where listen to the market, guys. The gold going up like this is a bit concerning. And then we have Sol breaking a level. We had other altcoins breaking levels. So across the board, I wouldn't say this was all that unexpected. I am still bullish. Because the fact is that we, in a way, needed this worry. We needed the market feeling, oh my God, there's war coming. War is, believe it or not, usually bullish for the markets, because the markets tend to want to, during times of war, okay, I've studied history a lot, right? Especially monetary finance, monetary history. During times of war, historically, every country has resorted to, every government, every emperor, every king has resorted to going in debt to be able to fund the war, right? Over the past 50 to 70 years now, the best way to go into debt is by printing money, right? They've been essentially funding themselves through monetization, which is bullish for equities, because how do you protect your wealth, right? You can't buy debt, because your debt is going to get inflated away. You're not going to buy bonds. So buying equity or buying gold to protect against inflation, right? Protect against money supply increasing. So historically, war has been bullish through that regard, as well as people betting on who they think is going to win the war, right? So you can kind of see, if you go back historically, actually, you're going to see that during World War II, right? There was an entire phase where all the German during Hitler's initial reign of terror, when he was winning the war, the German stocks were rallying like crazy. And then when things started turning around, the American and the UK stocks were rallying like crazy, right? So initially it was Japan and Germany that were just going up, and the American stocks were dumping, and then it flipped around. So you're kind of seeing the world place their bets on who's going to win the war, right? Through equities, because you flee towards the country who's going to win the war. Their assets are likely going to be the winners at the end when the dust settles. So the markets can predict even who's going to win the war that way, right? The collective mind of all of humanity is always smarter than what you think. War means money printing. We've kind of gone off on a huge tangent here, but I hope you guys are enjoying this anyways. Some wars were also fought to prop up the economy. Every war is fought for that eventually, right? Every war is fought for that. 20% correction seems to be the new 30% so far. Yeah, we talked about that too, right, Julian? I think it was somewhere down here. We talked about, no, I think it was somewhere around here actually. We've been talking about that for a while, where I don't think we are going to see the same volatility that everyone's expecting in regards to 30% correction, that frequent 30% corrections. I think if we do see a 30% correction on Bitcoin, or like those kind of 65% correction on altcoins, those are going to be massive opportunities, provided you think that the bull market is still on. And I do think that the bull market is still on. So let's get on with our analysis now, okay? Let's do a quick recap on what we talked about. We lost our 4-day level, we lost our weekly level, and the monthly level is holding, okay? Cool. Where do I personally look to catch my bids? Again, nothing's changed. I've always given you guys these exact same criteria. I've told you where I would be looking to bid Bitcoin if we see a dump. Where guys? 4-day dynamic, weekly dynamic. It's been my simple hack throughout this market. 4-day dynamic, weekly dynamic, okay? And the interplay between them, which is what? The 4-day dynamic gets tested, we see a bounce, and then a push down to the weekly dynamic, and then the rounded formation and a new high, right? So again, let's go ahead and note it down for you guys, okay? This is my simple repeated play. Increase the size, write it down. Oops. 1. Come on, Sean. Can I type in there without this glitching? Okay. 4-day dynamic tested into few 4 days of consolidation. Few 4 days of consolidation essentially means like a few weeks, right? Because 2 4 days make 1 week, more than a week. Into weekly dynamic retest into rounded consolidation into new local highs, okay? So now this, guys, is the high probability event, provided we are bullish, provided the bull market still holds. Now again, provided the bull market still holds, there's another event that could take place that I'm not playing for. That could happen, and I could be wrong on my thesis. This is my thesis, okay? The left-hand side. This is another thesis. 4-day dynamic gets tested. This is not what I'm playing for. And I hope it doesn't work out. But if it works out, good for the rest of you. We bottom up. I thought about this. I put some time into this last night, thinking about it. And I decided I'm not playing for the V bottom up. I'm playing for this. Okay. V bottom up into local highs. Okay. I think the right hand side is a lower probability, but it is a possibility. Okay. Remember, it's a plausibility, not a possibility. Plausibility. There are possibilities, there are plausibilities, and there are probabilities. Okay. Everything is possible. Everything's possible. Nothing's ever impossible. So you should always keep that at the back of your mind before putting on too much risk. Then there are things that are plausible, and then there are things that are probable. This is plausible. This is probable, according to my read. Of course, I could be wrong. So this is, the right-hand side is a plausible scenario. This is a probable scenario. I'm playing this. Okay, so let's go see what's transpired so far. Well, I'm going to switch on to the 4-day. This is the 4-day dynamic right over here. I'm going to turn off. I'm going to keep only the dynamic on for right now. Okay, and you guys can see that we've come and tested the 4-day dynamic already. Okay, we are holding it. Okay. Now the big question is, do we just re-bottom up from over here, or do we come down again, sweep the low? Because the 4-day dynamic just closed. This is a brand new, sorry, the 4-day candle just closed. This is a brand new 4-day candle, right? We're going to have a few more 4-day candles, of course, but the question is, do we re-bottom up? Or do we come down and test the lows over here, sweep those lows? Because one thing that's not happened yet, guys, is this low has not been tested. Right over here. Okay, my chart's messy. I do apologize. But let's zoom in. This low, the candle of March 5th, and the low is 59,000. Yeah, 59,005. Okay, 59,000. So we could come down and sweep those lows, and give us an opportunity to bid the weekly dynamic. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and switch on over to the weekly dynamic, which is coming in at 57,000. Okay. I would really like that. I would really, really like that. I have some bids there already, right? So that's my thesis, where we're going to see a few 4-day candles. Apologies. We're going to see a few 4-day candles play out. And that's the story, right? I gave you guys the story of how things can play. Now, is the TA lining up with that? Okay, so what's the story again? The story is we see support on the 4-day dynamic. Okay, but we don't re-bottom up there immediately. We're going to put in a rounded formation and test the weekly dynamic, okay, and then go up. Now, is the TA lining up with that, right? And one of the indicators that, again, by the way, we announced this on the last live stream. I should really do a better job, but of showcasing it. But we're going to showcase it over here on this thesis, right? I was noticing that, wait a minute. If you're playing the 4-day dynamic along, because I've been using this in Confluence now, the Mango Lifeline, by the way, is the indicator that was beta announced on the last live stream. You guys should watch the last live stream. Krisha did an amazing job showcasing it. But I've been using it on my technical analysis and my entries recently. And when I put it on, I was like, okay, cool. Should I be bidding? And when you look at the Mango Lifeline, in conjunction with the Mango dynamic, you're going to see that on the 4-day time frame, they confluence perfectly, right? The Mango Lifeline is lining up perfectly with the 4-day dynamic right there, okay? But look at your invalidation, okay? The invalidation is coming all the way down at 50,000, okay? It's coming all the way down at 50,000. So what does that tell you? That tells you that, wait a minute, I got to stay bullish, okay? Up until then, you're not wrong on your trade, even if it comes all the way down there. So does that not line up with what we talked about, where the 4-day could get tested, the 4-day dynamic could get tested, and we still come down, put a rounded formation, and then go up? That lines up with this thesis, because remember, if your buy opportunity, and you could have on the Mango Lifeline, you can have multiple buy opportunities, right? There could be up to 2 buy opportunities at its current version. By the way, I think of changing this terminology to scale in buy opportunities, right? Basically scale into your trade, because according to this, it could still come all the way down to 50,000. So the 4-day dynamic over here, the 4-day dynamic plus Lifeline is telling you, yes, this is a bid opportunity, but it could still come down and you are not invalidated until it loses 50K. So you're like, is there any other buy opportunities underneath me that I could look towards? Well, yes. If you switch on to your weekly Lifeline plus dynamic, you are seeing that the buy opportunity on the weekly time frame and the weekly dynamic are underneath, and it's more in line with the invalidation, right? The invalidation is a lot closer to your weekly dynamic over here. So what does this tell me? This tells me that, Okay, cool. If I want to scale into my trade, I can get my initial position on the 4-day because the 4-day is telling you, the 4-day is literally telling you, Sean, your invalidation is deeper. Look towards another time frame, perhaps, for a deeper trade if you are looking for that, right? If you don't think the market is going to bounce immediately. Then I switch to the weekly, and the invalidation is the same level, 50,000, 521. I'm like, okay, maybe I'll just play the weekly then, right? Maybe I want to get an initial position on the 4-day. Okay, I'm not doing that right now because I already have a good enough position. Maybe you guys, if you don't have a good enough position, you can get your first trade on the Mango 4-day level. Then you get your next level right over here, next entry over here at 59,000, and then on the weekly dynamic. And you're only wrong if we close underneath the invalidation level at 50,521. That's how you play it, right? So it psychologically prepares you to scale into your trade. It's telling you that price could come down on you. You're just buying here because markets don't move perfectly, right? Just because you're buying over here, let me hide everything. Go down here, right? Everyone thinks that just because they buy here, the market needs to move up immediately as soon as they buy. That's not the reality of trading, right? You could buy here, market will move up initially. You could buy here, market will move up initially. You'll feel good about it, and then it'll go down. That doesn't mean you're wrong on your idea. It just means that you got to be okay sometimes with the market, with you sitting in the red before you go on profits, right? So what I really like about the Mango Lifeline, guys, is that it instills that into your psychology right off the bat, because a lot of these price action trading methodologies, ICG trading, etc., what they do is they make people feel cool, but it psychologically messes with their mindset because there's nothing objective that is hard line drawn out for them saying that you are wrong over here, right? Because they can change their levels, right? That's why I don't like diagonal line traders, etc., Elliott Wave 2. I like those methodologies, but it's hard for me to trade it personally. Why? Because it doesn't allow me to stay objective. Now, a lot of the ICT trading methodologies that people follow, I like it. But can I stay objective with it? No, not for me. I don't want anything that allows me to move my horizontals, that allows me to say, hey, you know what? It's not this FVG that matters. It's this FVG that matters. Now over here, it incorporates all of those methodologies with something that is objective. And I can use it with my objective tools. You know why I like things that are objective? Because I don't need to think. I don't need to say, you know what? I'm going to move this here, move that there. Nah. It's done. It's all done. If things go wrong, it's not my fault, it's the indicator's fault. And I just move on. You guys saw that in the premium video too. As soon as we lost the 4-day dynamic, I was out. I'm like, the rest of you, for using horizontals, you guys can stay in if you want to, but I'm out of my trade, okay? I'm just following the indicator. It's the indicator's fault if things bounce here, not my fault. But yeah, this is how I'm playing it. Based on what I'm seeing in confluence with one, the Mango Lifeline, the Mango indicator, as well as my thesis, we could come down further, right? Because I'm looking for again, going back to my drawings. Where was my drawings? Here. I'm looking for 4-day dynamic to get tested, which you already did. Then a few 4-day candles of consolidation, and then the weekly dynamic gets tested. Rounded consolidation into new local highs. That's my plan. You guys can change this and play your plan. Play what you think is right. But this is my plan. And yeah. All right. There's still more that confluences with all of this. Does that make sense though so far? Oh yeah, for those of you who don't know about the Mango Lifeline indicator yet, you guys can find it at themangoway.com/lifeline. Can go ahead and check out, there's a small little video over here that showcases it. Mark has done a fantastic job, and Krisha has also done a fantastic job explaining everything over here, the buy opportunities, the sell opportunities, how to identify market bias, because it switches colors too, right? When it's trending, it switches the candles colors for you into a very simple way, green, red. I've been using it personally, like very few indicators am I so quick with in regards to incorporating it into my strategies, but this one has been fantastic in that regard. Go ahead and check it out, themangoway.com/lifeline. This is going to end very, very soon. We've already extended how long we're keeping it up because we forgot to send out an announcement on Discord and via email. So the Lifeline lifetime access plan is this is definitely going to be removed. It's currently way too cheap, considering that the yearly plan, the annual plan, is $8.99, and you get to take advantage of the early bird deal up until maybe the end of today. Yeah, there's also a coupon, Mango Life, right over here. Use coupon Mango Life, right, that you can couple with this. So yeah, all of these pricings though, coupons end this weekend. Okay, so yeah, just a quick heads up on that. Now back to the thesis. Any questions? Anything you guys don't understand in regards to this? It makes sense, says Nick. Okay, awesome. I know it's convoluted. I know I'm using multiple time frames over here. I know I'm using like a complex story, but believe me, guys, that's how the markets move. We still have to talk about Beaneater's thesis, how all of this lines up with Beaneater's thesis, as well as Krisha's thesis. Can you explain, is this to confirm your bullish bias? Alina, could you elaborate on your question? What do you mean by, is this to confirm my bullish bias? The bus driver is still tipsy but still on track. Yes, Matt Fonte. Yes, you're remembering the analogy from the previous stream. How's it going, Thug? Does Bitcoin get a big bounce on the initial weekly dynamic touch? I'm not looking for that specifically. It could, man. It could. Like, oh, okay, cool. So, Alina, your question actually will help probably John as well. Okay, so I'm not looking for a quick bounce. You know why, guys? Because let's go back to my initial thesis from last year, 2022 December, right? We've been talking about this throughout 2023 as well. What was it? I am going to stay bullish as long as the cloud is green. Okay, so let's go here. Let's turn on the cloud. What was our thesis? Weekly. You guys see the mess. Our thesis was equilibrium play. Let's just keep owning the cloud here. Remove everything else. Okay. Equilibrium play into the top of the cloud, right? Everything comes back into equilibrium. And then we see a test of 42,000 to 50,000, which was our zone between the top of the cloud as well as the 0.78718, whatever, one of the fibs that matter. Let's go pull it up. Actually, we had it drawn out over here, right? This is all in. This is all confluences with our initial trade right here, 0.786, right? So this was the trade, right? Cascading pattern trade into equilibrium, imbalance getting filled into the top of the cloud. And then what are we looking for specifically? That I was like, holy shit, I can't believe this is playing out to the T. Bull flagging at the top of the cloud, right? I literally drawn it out for you guys all the way back in 2023. I'm like, guys, it'd be so perfect if we actually bull flag over here and then see price move to the upside, right? Why? Because we wanted things to stay in equilibrium. Our entire trade over here at Mango is we are going to stay in the trend as long as things are in equilibrium. The more things go out of equilibrium, which is essentially you using the cloud levels as well as you can use the Mango dynamic levels to see how much price is out of equilibrium, right? We were going to stay cautious over here at this zone, basically saying that we are not going to take any more leverage trades as long as the cloud is red. The cloud flips green and we start going bullish again. And then once the cloud flips green, every dip is for buying. Okay, especially if you're holding weekly levels and monthly levels. As long as you're holding monthly levels, every dip is going to be for buying based on the weekly cloud staying green. Do you guys all agree with this? Did I not say this? Long time ago. Right? Julian remembers this. I know he does. He mentioned it already. Right? So based on the weekly cloud staying green, I am looking for dips. Okay? Now, if I'm looking for dips, how do I want my dips to play out? Okay, I want my dips to play out in a way that everything comes back into equilibrium. Because what I did not like, guys, what I did not like was how far the monthly was away from our initial indicator that got us bearish over here at 48K. I don't like how far the monthly is sitting away from the 10 SMA, which is currently coming in at 43K. I want at least 1 month to pass by, hopefully around 2 months, that allows this 10 SMA to catch up with price. A tad bit at the very least, a tad bit, right? So let's say the monthly comes up to around 48K, 50K. Now things get really interesting because now the monthly 10 SMA is lining up with our invalidation on the Mango Lifeline, right? Because if we close underneath the monthly 10 SMA and we lose the we close underneath the invalidation on the Mango Lifeline and we start losing the monthly 10 SMA too, you know that this bull market is likely gonna be taking a breather for a few months, right? Until then, I am looking for deep pullbacks to take its time because I want the monthly to come in to equilibrium with price. Does that make sense as to why I'm looking for a prolonged consolidation? It's all about price allowing for equilibrium with the trend. So let's go back to our cloud is green, so we buy the dips. Monthly is still above the 10 SMA, so things are still bullish. Now, are things in equilibrium with the monthly? No, right? So we are looking for, where are my, there we go, yeah. Core says that makes so much sense. Okay, cool. I'm glad, Lena, that was helpful, right? So the reason, why am I not playing for the 4-day dynamic V bottom? Why am I not playing for this? It's because if it happens, guys, I think the market is not going to go past 2024 and 2025, right? I think if we bottom up over here, it's much better to play Krisha's thesis on the altcoins, right? I think it's much better to play Krisha's thesis. There's not enough edge. I don't say there's not enough edge. I'm already in position, right? So I don't need to add more risk over here on Bitcoin. Like I don't like Bitcoin if it doesn't do the rounded bottom as much as I'd like altcoins, right? That being said, Bitcoin dominance is still looking pretty healthy. So markets will be smashed soon. That's what I want to hear, man. That's what I want to hear, the doubt. Yeah, smash the likes. You guys all following what I'm saying so far? I mean, but DT, if Bitcoin comes down to 52,000, we're still bullish, man. I don't like Bitcoin could come down to right now even 48K, and it'd be really hard to turn bearish. It'd be really hard to turn cyclical bearish, right? Okay. So now let's see how all of this aligns with Beaneater's thesis, right? Like we talked about the agenda for today. Now I want to go on over and talk about Beaneater's thesis. Now I can't go deep over here, guys, because he's been presenting his analysis for months, For months now, he's been presenting this, or over multiple presentations. He's been building a set of data that allows us to kind of get a a good read, like finger on whether the month is going to close red or whether the month is going to close green, right? And I'm going to try to explain it as succinctly as possible. At least I'm going to give you guys my read, my simple Mango read of his data. Okay, this is how I'm looking at it, very, very, very simply. Okay, and I kind of have it drawn out over here in a way, right? Essentially, when the month starts, again, I'm going to be succinct over here to, firstly, all of you who are on the Seed and C program, rewatch the video, okay? That's posted in the Seed Resources Hub, because Beaneater's analysis was recorded, his presentation was recorded. He's also done a breakdown in just this morning, okay? Just this morning, go to the Seed chat. He's done an explanation breakdown. He's done it really well, point 1, 2, 3, and he explains my read as well to all of you. So go ahead and read that. Now, this is how I'm reading it. When the month starts, what I start looking for, okay, right off the bat, what I start looking for is around the 7th day to the 8th day, I'm going to start looking for, are we going to be putting new highs, right? I want to see the market put a new high and then a new high and a new high and new high for that month, okay, for that month, not a new high for the cycle, okay? Or not even a new high compared to the other months. I want to see, is that month going up? Is that month going up? If not, if it stops around like day 8 to day 9 and starts going down, I'm like, ooh, okay. This might be a red month. But you don't know that yet, right? You don't know if it's going to put in a high, low, and make a new high yet. So you got to be patient. If the month puts in a new low, it is likely going to be a red month. Okay, and that's what we did. Okay, it's going to be a high probability that we put in a red month. In fact, if I remember the numbers correctly, there's only a 17% chance that we put in a green month after we put in a new low. So the confluence of the story over here is that we stop putting in new highs within the first week or so, and we put in a new low. That makes it a high probability, not a certainty, high probability that we actually see a red month. So now over here, I have his thingy, because this was he was explaining to someone else, and it's exactly what he said. So not seeing new highs between day 8 and day 13 is the first clue to suspect that it is not so bullish, right? That's kind of why when I was like, man, Beaneater's presentation is going to be so clutch in the Seed Clubhouse session last week, right? That's why, because of this, we were literally at the day 8 mark. Hey, Ruben, how's it going, man? Yeah, we are fantastic. Just loving the markets right now. Good to see you, buddy. So, based on this, based on Beaneater's thesis as well, right? We could see a red month. So if we are seeing a red month, I can be patient. Do you guys get what I mean? Based on the fact that I have a high probability of a red month, I can play for this. I can play for the confluence of the weekly dynamic and the weekly lifeline. Make sense? Like this is a community community resourced. So community, what's the term I'm looking for? Community sourced, right? I guess community sourced. This is a community sourced thesis, right? We've come up with this together. I'm putting together all of your ideas along with my ideas, right? Because now this confluences with Krisha's thesis as well that she posted in the premium video. What did she say? Her big read was, guys, there's gonna be a huge dip coming in leading into the halving for all coins, okay? And that dip is going to be the last time you see prices at that level until the bear market, right? So she said, there's going to be a dip coming into the halving. Be ready for it. We're seeing those dips, right? So many coins like Sol, etc. They're all down to like $130. That was Krisha's read. We are going to see a huge dip on all coins. And when we do, it's going to be the last dip. The last time you see those prices before the bear market. Now we don't play one thesis in isolation, right? We don't play one thesis in isolation. But when you combine the whole story, guys, all the Mongolians coming together with different ideas. Mox, great indicator over here. The Mango trend dynamic. We have Beaneater's analysis. We have my read of how things are likely going to play out. We have Krisha's cyclical read. It's not for certain, of course, nothing certain that things are going to play out that way, but there's a high probability, and we just play probabilities. If we are wrong on this, we will exit and we will take another trade later down the line, right? But this is how I'm going to be playing this. All right. Done. I'm not doing another stream for like weeks. What are your thoughts on a left translated cycle? I don't know about any of that, man. I'm just playing it according to my read. But and dump. So is that peak this year and dump next year? I'm not looking at it that way, man. I'm looking at it based on pure equilibrium, and I do have my own timing analysis that I do. But it's not that black and white for me. I don't think TA should be that way, because it will catch a lot of people off guard if you're not dynamic with your read on the market, right? We do things Mango and keep it simple and easy, but it's not like this is going to happen and this is going to happen for sure. No, we have multiple scenarios, and as we start seeing the scenarios playing out, we follow that probable scenario, that branch of the tree, right? I think CS, I think you should be a little bit careful with that, because every cycle, right? Every cycle there's this one narrative that catches people really off guard, because everyone's hell bent on, hey Sean, what do you guys think about Plan B's? What was it? I'm even forgetting. Stock to flow. What do you guys think about Sean? Plan B stock to flow model? And before that, in 2018, Sean, NVT says that we are going to keep bottoming until we hit $1,800. I'm like, but what about the weekly 200 moving average sitting right over here? No, the NVT says this, the NVT says that. All these on-chain indicators, right? They've gotten people really into trouble. Now, I'm not saying that the left translated cycle thesis is a on-chain indicator, but all I'm trying to say is that, and I'm pretty sure you know what's going to happen, guys. Even Plan B, I'm pretty sure his thesis was completely distorted and put forward to Twitter and the rest of the world as something very binary and black and white. I'm pretty sure Plan B was not looking at it black and white either, right? I'm pretty sure it was the people, it was everyone else who made it black and white. They oversimplified it, because that's what people do to me as well. Like, even though I'll give you guys something so complex, they'll go out and tell everybody else, Sean said this. But no, I did not say that. I said if this and then that, blah, 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 right? So I'm pretty sure Plan B's thesis was a lot more complicated and a lot more like convoluted and had criteria to it that people just made it. People tried to distill it and simplify it too much. I'm pretty sure with the left translated cycle, it could be a little bit more complicated than that. So you guys got to stay dynamic. You guys got to educate yourselves. You guys got to take responsibility for your own finances, not something you don't understand. I spend so much time breaking down things over here for you guys so you understand it, right? Admittedly, Plan B's thesis screwed my many last cycle. Okay. I hope you didn't get screwed though. And if you did, learn from it and get better this cycle, right? I've made so many mistakes that I keep trying to get better at every cycle. Like this cycle, I've been improving on mistakes from last cycle. And my improvements are diminishing on my returns, but they're a lot more clinical. So we are confluencing across the board, guys, with the market health check pointing towards us testing our weekly and 4-day dynamic levels, which we already tested the 4-day dynamic. Beaneater's confluence, Kusha's confluence, and let's not forget Sean Dexter's confluence as well, right? So yeah, man. Something else I know to say, by the way, if you guys want to play the lower time frames, the 12-hour has a really, really good finger on the pulse right now. If you guys are using the Mango Lifeline, right, I'm going to go ahead and hide everything. It gave you a really nice short signal right over here, right? And price did... I did not take this trade. I did not take this trade. But if you did, first target is 61,000, second target is 60,700, and the next target is the low over here at 59,000. This is also pointing to a potential retest of the 4-day dynamic and potentially the weekly dynamic, the top of the weekly dynamic, if we come down to target 3, right? So Mango Lifeline over here is actually also pointing to, because the sell opportunity came in at 65K, right? Invalidation is all the way here at 67K. So until, based on this alone, by the way, you can use the Mango Lifeline for this too, right? I am not going to get momentum bullish, right, on the lower time frames until we clear 67,900. Why were you not notified, Grandmaster Vision? You got to hit the notification button, man, and the bell icon thingy. Today's live stream was really important. You guys need to watch it to get a good idea of how we are playing the cycle. Okay, the rest of the cycle, at the very least. Are you guys bullish on Sol, considering it's testing weekly dynamic? Bullish or bearish? Ooh, how high do I think Bitcoin dominance can go? Yo, this high. 57 to 58. It kind of already tested my level though, eh? Would you guys consider this a test? Yeah, oh, wait, it did. Already hit 57, holy shit. Yeah. So this was my, I think we go to the top of the channel, right? Yeah, we almost got there, man. Yeah, I'm bullish on Sol too. As long as they're living above the weekly dynamic. I don't know, man. Like I have no idea why I have no idea why I did that. At the very least, I should put some bids over here at 112 because, you know, at Femex, I was looking for slip play on Femex on Sol. And I got a bit too greedy. I should have looked at this and be like, you know what, put some at 112. Because on Femex, I'm pretty sure, not pretty sure, it did come down to like 112, 111-ish, maybe 110. I was hoping something, because Femex, the order books are pretty thin, eh? So I tried to take advantage of that, but it didn't come down there. Oh yeah, but going back to Bitcoin dominance, I think we could. Oh, is it? On the weekly? It's 162. Oh, you mean the 4-day? The invalidations are 98. I still have the old lifeline? What the hell? Right, I was wondering. Right, so I'm using the old lifeline, guys. You guys have access to the new one. This is discrimination. Mock, what the hell? Krisha and Mock have been holding out on me. Yeah. I am using a template. Okay, correct. So we gotta make sure that we add that in the notes too. That if people are using the template, or actually, it's not on them, right? we'll have to send out a notification to everyone every time there's an update to the indicator, because it is still in beta, right? There will be massive updates to the indicator. And by the way, guys, on that note again, go ahead and check out this page. It'll do a way better showcasing of how powerful the indicators than I'm doing over here. But it is still in beta phase, and as soon as we keep adding new features to it, the price is going to be going up. So take advantage of, again, the current pricing as well as the coupon. And yeah, in the future, you guys will be getting all the updates as well. And when we do put out updates, we have to make sure to send you guys a notification. So we're going to send out a notification on Discord and via email as well, so that way you can update your template, because the template will keep the old version if you guys are using the template. They needed to nerf me. Oh, God. I love you. Santiago says, after coupon is applied. Oh, how much is the indicator after coupon? I don't know, man. 1671 for the lifetime, and 1671 for the lifeline for the lifetime, and around maybe 800 for the annual. You guys should just take the lifetime while you can, in my opinion. But yeah, you can try it. You can try the annual first. Oh, Elena just got the lifeline. Congratulations. Nice, Elena. So you'll be getting all future updates as well, and we have to make sure to send out notifications when we do update, so you guys can, if you guys are using the same way I set up my indicators through a template format, you will have to go and re-pick your indicator and save your template over here, because the new update will not get saved on your template. That's one of the issues with TradingView. No, it's not a 15 to 20% discount. I think it was initially a 10% discount, but I increased it to somewhere in between 10 to 15, right? And that too was more so because, yeah, I was just feeling generous that day. And we're not going to be, the discount is ending like today. Okay, any questions, guys? Are we good to go? This was a lot to digest today, so I don't think we should go through any more complexities, right? I will give you guys my thoughts on altcoins though in general. As long as I'm going to give you guys, turn my horizontals over. What have I been saying for the longest time? As long as Sol is above this golden horizontal line over here, okay? I've been saying this for a long time. I'm expecting new highs on Sol, okay? That doesn't mean that we lose this horizontal and we're bear market. That does not mean that, okay? What it means is, as long as we're living underneath the horizontal, I'm not going to be overly bullish on Sol until we reclaim the horizontal, okay? We could be going into a mini bear market consolidation over here like this. I think this is more wishful thinking for me, where I want to accumulate a position, right? Because the probability is more that we hold the weekly dynamic, which seeing support on it right now, and move to the upside, right? It could take some time, it could take weeks. So Sol's looking good. What about Cardano? Let's go and look at ADA on the dashboard. Shawshank Redemption right here. Shawshank Redemption. And we got weekly still long. So you play the weekly E cycle, right? ADA USDT. You hedge based on the 12-hour time frame, and you play the cyclical play based on the 4-day and the weekly. The weekly is still long, and I've said this before. I said this to Krisha too this morning. Cardano needs to hold 45 cents to 40 cents, right? It needs to hold this. I said last time too, and now it's come down to retest it. It means the gift of a buy because it's easy to exit, right? When something comes down to a level where it needs to hold that level, you can buy it easily. You know why? Not because you're going to be right, because you'll know if you're wrong fast, right? When you find a level and you say, this shit needs to hold this level, that is usually a really, really good trade. You know when it's not a good trade? when you look at the order book and the order book is thin and the order book is illiquid, because it'll be hard to exit. That's when it makes it hard to exit, right? Anything that's hard to exit is a difficult trade. Like, so example, let's say you're buying, I'm not going to go into complexities over here. The reason buying around 40 to 45 cents, aside from the trend, is that it's imperative Cardano holds this level. Because if it doesn't hold this level, I'm looking all the way down to 31 cents after that. Yeah. Cardano really, really, really disappointing in regards to its lack of momentum to the upside, and has disappointed a lot of its fans as well. Bad boy, Cardano. Bad boy. Okay, so those are my thoughts on Cardano. That doesn't mean it can't hold. I would like to see this weekly hold above 49 though, man. Oh. But yeah, at the very least, it needs to hold 45 cents to 40 cents. Okay, what's the next coin we want to look at? Hey, at least you made it though, Bon. What? Yeah, I was going to check out ETH. ICP is still holding its 4-day trend, which is good, and weekly. Really, very good. Oh, shit. Yeah, looks fantastic. Looks fantastic. This is an example of what I kind of want Bitcoin to do, right? Where, well, kind of. As long as we're holding those levels, right, I still think that we see an edge to edge over here on ICP, target around $44. Am I bullish on XRP? I don't know anything about, okay, let's go check out the charts. I don't know anything about its fundamentals or anything like that. It's not looking good here, man. Rising channel, rejected the bottom of the cloud. Would I really like to see this break into the cloud over here? It rejected. And now, if it closes underneath over here, XRP just can't catch a break. Eh? It missed an entire bull market. And now, at the very least, you take this length. Like, if this closes underneath here, I hope to God it doesn't. Because it looks like it wants to come test these lows here. Like, it's just not worth it, man. It's too difficult. It's too difficult. I'll show you what XRP does have going for it, okay? And this is just like on a much larger scale. Is it on? Polo, maybe? I need more time. Which chart has the highest data, guys? Kraken? I need something from 2017. All right. Let's just use this. What the hell is this, though? Did this actually happen? What the hell? But it has like this massive squeeze-like formation. I'm not sure that... I don't know, man. Jesus Christ. It looks like that broke down too. Yeah. It's too difficult to trade XRP. VeChain, let's go, Alina. Let's check out VeChain. Oh, It didn't flip short on the 4-day. That's good. Neutral though. Long on the weekly, 2-day. Let's go. These are dip opportunities. You don't want your trade, like, look at Cardano, right? Cardano lost its weekly dynamic. I don't want that. Why am I typing XRP? What the hell? Cardano lost its weekly dynamic, and then you look at Sol. Sol's holding it, right? Bitcoin's holding it. Bitcoin's holding its freaking 4-day, right? That's how you judge whether a coin is stronger than the others. WeChain holding its weekly dynamic, right? I like it. What about the 4-day? Kind of holding it. Not bad, not bad. It lost it over here too, technically, but then the way it's sticking to the underside, right? Sticking to the bum of the dynamic. Okay, maybe it wants to reclaim it because it's holding the weekly. It's a good trend. And you can see the dashboard profile too is kind of indicating that compared to the rest of the assets, where if you look at the 4-day for the rest of the market, the 4-day is neutral for the rest of the market. Damn. 2-day, neutral. Holy shit. So like when you look at your coins and your coin is underperforming the average trend of the market, your coin is weak. You want to switch to a strong coin. Is your job to collect that coin or is your job to make money? Ask yourself that. You love when I use the Mango. I'm always using the Mango dashboard though. Today we didn't use the Mango dashboard in the beginning of the stream because we were doing a more like a cyclical analysis on Bitcoin and a market health check. I already covered ICP just now, like 2 minutes ago. Arthelias. ADA needs to hold 45 cents on the weekly. It will lose the dynamic Ichimoku if it goes. Yeah, Core. Yeah, so let's go show him. Show everyone what Core is talking about. If you go to ADA USDT, right? It's already lost the weekly dynamic on the dynamic calculation, right? But if you go ahead and switch to the Ichimoku calculation right over here, it's going to lose this as well, and that's not good. All right, guys, I'm wrapping up now. We good? Any questions? All right. Yeah. How long have I been talking? 1 hour, 17 minutes, damn. Smash the likes, guys. Weekly invalidation on ICP closed by on the Lifeline. Let's go look. I don't have the updated version for ICP. Sorry, for the Lifeline. So I'm hesitant to show it. But damn, right here, the updated version has multiple scale and opportunities, right? Right. So another really greedy way to use the Lifeline, by the way, guys. Another really greedy way. If you guys are like looking for the best trades, remember what I just said. You know it's a good trade when you are saying, hey, this needs to close above this level or I'm out of the trade, right? Or this is done, right? So you could literally say, you know what? I'm going to skip this buy opportunity. I have a good trade already. I'm already in ICP. Okay, I'm going to skip buy opportunity 1 and I'm going to skip buy opportunity 2 as well, okay? Let's say you're using a new Lifeline, which has 2 buy opportunities, 1 over there, and maybe let's say 1 over here, okay? Now, you skip both of those and you just wait for it to come down to the invalidation level. And then you buy the invalidation level and wait for the candle to close. If it closes underneath, you're out. So your invalidation level right underneath there is your final buy opportunity. It's the final boss. You could literally look at that as the golden buy opportunity. Yes, or even trade the wink on the invalidation line. Exactly, Julian. Yeah, yes. So if you guys are in the C program and you guys are new to seed, in Module X, there's a trade the wink strategy. Trading the wink strategy, you could use this as a trading the wink strategy. This has so much confluence with so many of our methodologies in Mango. Hey, thank you, Dan. I really like you. I'm really happy that you guys liked the stream because today's stream was complicated, right? But it's important. On ETH, sure. Let's go. ETH USDT. Binance. Oof. It's all the way down here, man. 2000, yeah, it makes sense though. Yeah, and the buy is right here, dude. This is exactly how I'd trade the golden opportunity. Because if you look at this, right, see this breakout over here. This thing is still bullish, man. You see this breakout right over here. Where the breakout, right there. It's basically telling you buy the retest of the breakout. And when are you wrong? Think about some of the principles I teach you guys all the time. Let's go to a brand new chart with none of my drawings on it. 118. Okay. So what do I teach you guys sometimes? Not sometimes, a lot of times. Look for a consolidation level to get retested. Buy the consolidation level. In fact, there should be. You guys should be looking for, I don't know whether the indicator is going to show to you guys on your updated Mango Lifeline, but there should be another buy opportunity within the range, okay? So you have your range, your consolidation range that broke up. This is essentially a rounded retest of the consolidation range. You buy the top of the range, buy the middle of the range, and it should hold, worst case scenario, it should hold the bottom of the range. And this indicator over here has marked it out for you, where you have a buy at the top of the range, and if you close underneath this, it's done. This bull trend is over, and you're seeing this, right? So you're going to essentially see a huge uptrend into a target, back into the range. It should hold this range, breaks underneath, retests the range, downtrend. I just looked at VeChain, Matt. Yes, exactly, Matt Fontaine. Entry on a validation of popular idea is a good trade of between opportunity and information on the charts. Yeah. So basically, your invalidation point is likely going to be your highest point of risk to reward ratio. The thing is, the higher buy opportunity levels line up really, really well with trend trading opportunities, because you're like, you know what, I just want part of the trend. So the way I do it is like, okay, when does this flip from red to green? Okay, when does this candle, the candle coloring, flip from red to green? Oh, it's flipped green. I get my initial position. Okay, when does my buy opportunity? How deep away is my buy opportunity? Okay, you know what? I'm willing to wait for that. Okay, there I get my second trade. Okay, then where am I wrong? Oh, my invalidation. Okay, there I scale in my third part of my trade. So you can essentially take your position size divided by 3, right? Make sure that you get your position size over 3 different levels, and get your first position when it turns green, the second position on your buy opportunity, your third position around your invalidation, if you want to do it that way, right? Or you could say, you know what, I'm super bullish on this. I think it's going to go. I think it's not even going to give me a dip. I think it's just going to go on the green flip, and you get your entire trade right there. It depends on how constructive you are on the asset and how much of a position you already have. To have this guns license. You said HBAR? That's why invalidation is great. Because yeah, exactly. You could get retest of the level too. Let's go to HBAR. By the way, you can find the Mango dashboard on app.mangoresearch.co or the mangoway.com/dashboard. HBAR. Holding the weekly, that's good. Short on the 4-day. So just 14 hours ago. Oh, thank you, Alina. I'm glad to hear. Ooh, wow. It's there you go, man. That was your buy right there, and bounced right. This is a perfect example of what we just talked about, right? You can use your invalidation levels as the golden trade. Is it AI? Damn, I had no idea. They should rebrand to HBAI. Get it? HBAI. Haha. Hey, Kenneth. Good to see you, buddy. But this is the perfect example. Look at that bounce off the freaking invalidation level right there. Yeah, guys, those of you who joined on late, like Matt, make sure you guys watch the beginning part of the stream. That's the most important. You guys may want to focus on your altcoins, right? That's all well and good. But trust me, do not miss the beginning part of today's stream. The thesis, the cyclical analysis and the mindset is really, really important. I've like given you guys my entire trading plan. So, and I've been doing this like for 2 years now, since 2022 December, and everything has been playing out really well because I've been keeping it very simple and high level. We trade around that plan. Elena says, Mango needs customer service reps for all these indicators. I hope I have no trouble getting Lifeline. The entire community is one big customer rep. We are all here to help you, Elena. We are all here. Big profit. Did you use that word intentionally? Good pun, good pun. Am I still 95% Bitcoin? Yeah, I am. But we had an interesting discussion on Mango in regards to this in the Discord chat on how do you calculate your percent Bitcoin if you have a certain no-touch position allocated to your portfolio, where you're like, you know what? Okay, let's say this. Let's say I am saying, okay, that no matter what in the cycle, I am not going above. I'm not going underneath 50% Bitcoin. Let's say I'm saying I'm not going underneath 50% Bitcoin. Now, if I've allocated that 50% to, I'm never touching that. Should I even allocate that to my pie chart anymore? Right? Okay, so let's just put it this way. Okay, I'm taking round numbers. Okay, let's say you have 100 Bitcoin. Okay, and I'm like, okay, you know what? Out of the 100 Bitcoin, 50 Bitcoin. Okay, 100 Bitcoin, and you have a pie chart, and you go 50. Say this is going to be the max my portfolio is ever going to go in terms of Bitcoin dominance of my portfolio. Like, I'm never going to go underneath this. Okay, this is the minimum. Sorry, not max, minimum. Okay, I'm ever going to go. So now, technically, should I even include this? Is my trading portfolio really 50? Right? Do you guys get what I mean? So, see, and then this changes everything, right? And then if you do this, what if in your new pie chart you're like, out of this, I'm going to stay at least 2% Bitcoin or 5% Bitcoin. And then you just keep going. Everything ends up into your main portfolio that never gets touched. Is the Lifeline available on monthly payment plan? No, it's not. Is that something you guys would like? I doubt we'll ever do monthly payment plans because there's too much. There's people who will abuse that, right? So maybe we can consider a 3-month payment plan, but that's also going to be like, it's going to be more expensive to do the 3-month over annual payment than just paying the annual payment. So that's how we'll set it up. Yeah, tryout phase. Okay, so we could do like is 3-month fine? I'm glad you guys enjoyed the stream, Black. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. You guys are too sweet. No, okay, so red liger, like a few BTC is irrelevant. Like whether you have, like by the way, I just used 100 as a round number that we can all like just wrap our minds around. Whether you have 1 BTC, okay, or 0.5 BTC, or like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's the same. It's the same ideas, right? Because you can subdivide your BTC infinitely. So, anyways, I should read your entire sentence before I make. But for the rest of you, don't think that just because you have a few BTC, you should be trading any differently than Mango. In fact, a lot of people think that because you have a small portfolio, and by the way, a few BTC is not a small portfolio. Okay, it's not a small portfolio. So you'll have, like, if you have freaking 4 to 5 BTC, that's a $200,000 portfolio, right? Like, what's Bitcoin sitting at now? Right now, that's a lot of money, man. So for the rest of you though, for those of you who are trading underneath $50,000, underneath $20,000, okay, you guys are going to think that, oh, I have a small portfolio, I should be taking on more risk, I should be trading altcoins more. No, effing no. That's not how you should be thinking. The smaller your portfolio, the more you need to be like, I'm not touching altcoins, I'm not touching all these shit coins and these small caps. I'm going to be focusing only on Bitcoin until I grow into a $200,000 to a $500,000 portfolio. Only then, right, should you be considering all the small caps, in my opinion, right? And if you're trading small caps on a small portfolio, you need to be so freaking small with your size, because, guys, the smaller portfolio, the more you need to protect it, because the easier it is for you to grow over the long term, right? Because as small fish, what you have going for you is time. Play time to your advantage. I've explained this to people. A lot of people in during the 3K rally, right? They told me right over here, hey, Sean, my portfolio is too small at $3,000. Where's Bitcoin? What's it? Wait, where am I? Oh, shit. I was like, why? I'm missing zeros, man. I'm like, why does it say 1600? I'm like, what asset am I looking at? Yeah, right over here. At 3000. So many folks told me, so many folks said that, oh, I'm too small. I can't play Bitcoin. I'm going to buy alts. Had they just put $20,000 or 10, let's say you have only a 10K portfolio. Okay, let's say you had only 10K over here at 3,000. Bitcoin went up to $60,000 after that, right? So you get to 20x your portfolio right there. That turns into a $200,000 portfolio, okay? So over here, they went and put, okay, so let's do the math. I'm going to be doing quick, bad math for you guys. Over here, they went and put 10K into altcoins thinking, I need to grow, and they get wrecked, okay? They put 10K, which equivalents, what? 100% of their portfolio into alts, okay? Over here, if they had simply been patient for one cycle and put it into Bitcoin and then 20x their portfolio by literally doing nothing, you can now put only 10% of your portfolio into altcoins, and you still have a higher position size than the previous cycle. You see what I mean? Over here, you're putting 10% of your portfolio and you have a 20K position into altcoins. Over here, you're putting 10K of your portfolio and you have a 100% position to altcoins. People said, oh, I'm too small. All they had to do was be patient, and they would have grown to a $200,000 portfolio. And now, today, you could have 10% in altcoins, have a bigger position size in altcoins than the previous cycle, feel a lot less stressed, be more Mango, and you'd have 90% in Bitcoin during a phase like this, right? So yeah, keep it Mango, guys. Keep it easy. Keep it stress-free. We've been teaching you guys how to do it in a stress-free manner. Every other community wants you to take risk. Why? Because they want you to get liquidated. I don't know why. They want you guys to get liquidated. But that's the methodologies that that they teach. All right, I gotta stop. I'm really exhausted. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I'll see you guys in the Discord. You guys can find us at themangoway.com/Discord. Remember the Mango Lifeline indicators, discount coupon, and the lifetime membership thingy is going to be ending very, very soon. Take advantage of it while you can. You can find it at themangoway.com/lifeline. You'll also find a link in the description below, and give the entire Mango team props for getting this up, because we wanted to get this up as soon as possible for you guys to be able to take advantage of it for this freaking bull market. You guys are seeing how powerful this is just today. What was that? What was the coin you guys asked for? HBAR, right? Man, HBAR, man. Jesus Christ. Look at that. Look at that. Doesn't get better than this. You can use your invalidation level as a buy level too. The Lifeline, Mox says the Lifeline videos will also be coming soon. The coupon page. So how do you know? To read the color. All further questions in the Discord, guys. Ciao. Yeah, the link is in the description, is it not, Kenneth? Mark, could you post the link over here? I'm gonna try to type it if my fingers allow me. I can't type. Yo, Mark, stop being lazy, man. No, you just go themangoway.com/lifeline. There you go. And you can also do the coupon, right? All right. Cheers, guys. Again, themangoway.com/lifeline is a quicker link to get to it.